Who is God? What does the Bible mean when it calls us gods? God is spirit, love, and uncreated being that created the universe and sustainer of all life therein. He is the Almighty and often described differently basing on one's opinion about him. Many believe he is male, even when there are some few who suppose he is female. But truthfully saying, God being divine, he has no sex, for he is divine. Anyway, this is still a debate left at the disposal of all Christians. To be honest, anybody a full-time Christian can witness that humanity cannot comprehend who God is, but can learn to live him. So what about Psalms 82, 6-7? I said, "You are gods, sons of the Most High, all of you. Nevertheless, like any man you shall die, and fall like any prince." Even repeated by John 10:34-36. Indeed, it's true, but man is not God. Rather, he is delegated with the responsibility of workmanship in the way to salvation. Working as spiritual leaders, judges, or any position of responsibility ought to be just and representative of God the Almighty. Where God is, probably the other option is true. And at some point, all of us could have got this question in mind. Does really God exist? Especially when life is not moving smoothly for us, and most discouraging, there is always proof in nature for his existence. Could that mean at one point we were atheists? Atheism is the psychological state of lacking the belief that God exists, or even generally in the existence of gods. Robin Lepoidevin writes, "An atheist is one who denies the existence of a personal, transcendent creator of the universe, rather than one who simply lives his life without reference to such a being." When you don't believe in anything, it does not make you atheist, but rather non-theistic. You only qualify to be an atheist if at all you deny the existence of God. Agnostic, on the other hand, is a person who acknowledges the existence of God but believes neither is it true or false. Therefore, you are neither atheist nor theist if you have such a thought. Let's first leave it at that. We will return to it later. The third concept in this session is idolatry. What is it? Idolatry is the worship of anything that is not true God. Wow. This is now interesting because you can only gauge idolatry if you know the true God. Traditionally, idolatry would refer to worship of idols, for which the Bible condemns, as you see in Psalm 115 4-8, 1 Corinthians 10:14, Exodus 20 3-5. But today in the modern world, idolatry is not just mere idol worship. Even when there are communities which still do worship images. With this increasing knowledge, the worship of idols has significantly reduced. But there is an increase in the modern form of idolatry, such as materialism, power, and control, ideologies and beliefs, and to be more specific, most churches today have indulged in this form of idolatry. If you are interested in evaluation of this matter, stay tuned soon. I will make a video on this. So who is the true God? Do all the religions worship the same God? We just call him by different names? At this moment, it seems pretty obvious that there is one God Almighty, and probably the question is on how to identify him out of the many. From Isaiah 45:5-6 and Deuteronomy 4:35-39, the Bible clarifies that there is only one true God, and it further gives characteristics of a true God. Any true God should be a living one, capable of giving power and have authority. Secondly, there should be one in their character, unchanging, Malachi 3-6, 1 John 1-5, to prevent and nullify beliefs such as the Marcionism beliefs of Old Testament God and New Testament. God truth is not multiple, it's either right or wrong. Ephesians 4:5-6. The Bible should be a standard and basis for deciding on the true God. The one true God is not relative, a personal, or culture truth, but rather a rebuke of relativity. Even when relativism is inclusive, comforting to many, and appeals to modern sensibilities of fairness, it undermines moral accountability and dilutes the solemn biblical truth.